Hey guys, it's Haunted House here, and I wanted to take some time today to discuss the new Season 4 in Call of Duty Black Ops 6 with you. The gameplay you're watching is actually from Season 3 Reloaded, if you couldn't tell. My recent thing has been playing solo games and then killing myself off early so I can spectate, and it's easier for me to get my thoughts out in a semi-cohesive, understandable way. That's been working pretty well for me, but then with this particular recording, I forgot to turn my mic on like a big dummy, so what you're actually looking at is some Haunted House lost media. This was an episode that was going to be scrapped, but now I'm glad I have this footage. It's kind of a blessing. And the reason is I don't think I'm going to be getting footage like this anytime in the near future. So let's dive into one of the biggest changes, probably the big change that has been causing an uproar online in the Warzone community, and that has been the change with solos. Now, I like to use solos to get the spectated gameplay footage for my videos, like I said, but it's also the mode I have been using to try and improve at the game. I'm new to Warzone, so I'm trying to improve my skills, get used to the map, get used to the mechanics. And I was really enjoying solos as a way to kind of test myself and train my abilities. But now, with Season 4, the devs have decided that the only way that you're going to be playing solos is if you're playing the casual mode playlist. For those of you not in the know, the casual mode playlist is a small handful of real players, and a majority of the lobby is bots. Now, they introduced the casual mode playlist last season, in Season 3. It was a way for new players to get used to the game, or possibly just a good place to warm up with your squad. It was a full 4-person squad game mode, and I enjoyed it for what it was. It allowed me to get comfortable with Verdansk and get comfortable making loadouts I enjoyed. But once I was warmed up, I could go play squads on the full map or go play solos to try and improve my individual skill. The key point is you have the option. You could play in the casual game mode, or you could play in a regular match against a lobby full of real players. Some people were upset by the inclusion of a casual mode, but having the option was never the issue for me. It was a positive, if anything. The change with Season 4, though, that's where I'm starting to have issues. If you want to play solos this season, you will be facing primarily bots with a handful of other players. This is such a short-sighted choice on Activision's part. I can't believe they're actually following through with this. And no, before anybody says it in the comments, this isn't just about me getting gameplay footage without playing. Like, that's obviously going to affect me personally, but I enjoy playing solos. A lot of people enjoy playing solos. They don't want to have a squad of other players they have to coordinate with. And sometimes people just don't have friends that they can play with in real life, and filling a squad is kind of a pain in the ass sometimes. You get players who want to go off and lone wolf it and do their own thing, players who want to go to other objectives, players who don't want to communicate, players who are on their mic listening to loud music and arguing with their partner. Sometimes you just need to tone it down a bit, focus on yourself, and like I said, it's a good way to improve your individual skills so you're not reliant on your teammates to carry you in every match. This is so disappointing for me. The fact that we can only play solos in the casual mode. It just feels like Call of Duty wants to be Fortnite so bad, bro. They want to be Fortnite so bad, whether that's with the goofy, memey item shop skins or the lobbies full of bots so that people can feel good about themselves for landing a 20 bomb or something. I don't know what the thought process is. It's probably one of two things, knowing Activision. They're all about engagement, and they're also staffed by literal greed demons from hell, so money. It's got to be those two things, engagement and cash. I get that they're a business. I get that they need to make money. But they could do that by forging their own solid identity that players enjoy without just trying to force a Call of Duty shaped peg into a Fortnite sized hole. It has felt so weird returning to this series as a veteran player, because almost everything that this game had previously that I enjoyed is either gone or has been altered so much that I can barely recognize it. Hopefully they will hear the feedback online and they will think about this change, maybe revert it, but I'm not sure. I think that this is their way of testing adding bots to the general Battle Royale game mode in Warzone, much like how Fortnite has bots in their Battle Royale matches. It's just disappointing. If I want to face bots, I will choose the game mode that allows me to face bots. But if I want to play against a lobby of real players and test myself against those other players, I should have the option to do so. And I'm afraid that they're just setting this up to kind of integrate it into the game in general. All game modes will have bots. I'm sure they'll try to spin that as them optimizing matchmaking time and making sure we don't have to wait too long to start a game, but come on, man. It's just so disappointing to continue to see this series just cut itself down to try to trend chase, to try and be whatever's the new flashy trend, instead of just taking what made the series special in the first place and continuing to build and iterate on it. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just blowing this out of proportion. Be sure to let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe so you can see the next great videos we put out here on the channel. But with all that said, as always, make sure to eat well, stay hydrated, take care of yourself and those around you. And I'll see you in the next one, friends.